The gravestones in the Clay Street Cemetery range in ages, but no matter how old the stone, each one has a story. 7th and 8th grade students at Barnett Magnet School learned about some of the history yesterday during a class field trip.
It's a slice of life. This is Fairbanks from its inception till through 1938 for certain, when Birch Hill became a piece. But it gives us a sense of who lived here. What are their relationships? How many babies died early? Who died and when and how? And the stories are starting to emerge. Karen's done that research and is working on a book on this project. So we are just fortunate to have her here with us.
Karen Erickson, a sort of historian of this particular cemetery, spent her day answering the kids' many questions.
People lived to be in their 40s and early 50s. They really didn't live very long. He was an inventor, and he invented lots of stuff, like a sled that went across the ice.
She said she has spent years researching the names inscribed on each headstone and has a file of each one.
Well, this cemetery is a compilation of everybody who's ever lived here. It's from 1903 through 1938. It was the only cemetery in Fairbanks where people were buried, and so you could actually do a sociological study on the number of men to women, cause of death, age of death. It's just a composite of what our community is made of.
The students spent over an hour walking around the cemetery on their cool, crisp Friday afternoon, answering questions their teachers had prepared for them as part of the trip. Many said it was a cool way to learn.
I think it was really cool to learn all the history that's behind Fairbanks. And we're normally reading it out of textbooks, but I like how we can get it firsthand. I learned a lot about graves, like the white ones around us. Those were actually issued by the U.S. government for military workers, because a lot of people didn't have adequate gravestones.
Whether it be for Halloween or history, a cemetery seems like a good place to learn. I'm Stephanie Woodard, reporting.